have the roll selected. When we load the roll, we need to open the cover, follow the directions on the screen to go through and load the roll. As the screen shows, just go through it step by step. Again, it's going to ask us what kind of paper is this. This one happens to be a plain paper. So I hit OK on plain paper. And making sure that the paper selection is correct. It's going to show me that the paper is loaded correct, if I did load it right. And once it's loaded, we're good to print. So, as it shows, no errors, it's loaded correctly, plain paper, 24-inch roll. So, to load a roll of paper, we have to make sure the machine is online and we have to make sure that the roll is selected. Once everything is set over there, we can open up the window, pick up this bottom piece, take out the roll. You have to have the roll core, the roll pole, whatever you want to call it. There's a little blue lever, making sure up is locked, down is unlocked. Take that off. When putting the roll on the pole, you need to make sure that you get it on right so it can feed through the press. The flap needs to be to the right when looking at the end of this pole. Okay, when I'm looking at the end, this little flap unrolls to the right. But you have that in there. The other side, put it down, make sure it's tight. Make sure it's tight against this side. It doesn't have to be as tight to that side. Once you have it on, put it up to lock it and insert it into the printer. When you feed it into the printer, it rolls up the back side. Once the paper is in there, you can roll the paper up these little black flaps here, up through the back side. Once you have that in, you'll notice I did not pick up the lever this time to hold the roll. Because once I get the paper in the back side, it will automatically feed through so I can grab it. Otherwise it's going to get stuck and it's a nightmare. Once it feeds through, now I pick up the lever, line the paper up with the orange lines, lower the lever, lower the window, and now I have to select plain paper because that's the type of paper it is. I select OK. Once I've selected paper type, the machine will go through to make sure I loaded the paper correctly, loaded it straight, and make sure that it determines what size it is. This roll happens to be a 24-inch roll of plain paper. Just going to spit it back and forth a few times and just double check what size it is. Detects the front edge to make sure it's a straight piece of paper. If it's not, it'll cut it for you. So that way it's starting with a nice straight piece of paper. So everything's good, online, set to go.